Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you for being here with me. Today is June 25th, 2018, and my name is Lisa. I am a spiritual career coach, and for those of you who have been here before, thank you for coming back and joining me. And I will be doing these Facebook Lives every Monday throughout the summer, and then I'll just kind of check in and see how they went, and if it seems like it's worthwhile continuing them in the fall, I will do so. So if you are finding them helpful, it would be great if you could comment on that and just let me know, because I want to know if it's something that I should continue. So my work, for those of you who've never connected with me before, as a spiritual career coach, what I mean by that is helping my clients and my students to connect with their beautiful soul, that place inside of them that is whole and complete and has all of the answers that they're looking for about their career, about their life's purpose, and to tap into that inner wisdom so that they can be led from that place to evolve their career or their life's work. So a lot of what I do is help people remove the blocks to listening inside, to listening to what the answers are, to listening to what the guidance is on the next steps to take. And in these little Facebook Lives, what my intention is to just share a little teaching, and then also to guide an inner meditation, an inner journey, so that you can hear your own answers. Because when I work with my clients, it's not about me providing the answers. Of course, I share my wisdom, my medicine with them, my experience evolving my career. But ultimately, where they get their answers and where you get your answers is from inside you. So I want you to remember that. And that is why, for me, meditation is such an important part of this journey. And if you've never meditated before, that is absolutely fine. The type of meditation that I will be leading is a guided visualization. So all that it requires really is your openness and your willingness. So I'll talk more about that when I get to that part. So today, in today's teaching, as I meditated this morning, I actually took a walk and I was like, okay, what's coming forward for today's teaching? And what came up was this whole idea of vulnerability. And this whole, the topic of vulnerability and why that is such an important part of this journey of evolving your career by following your soul's guidance. And we tend to think of vulnerability as something bad because it makes you weak. But in this context, vulnerability, what I mean by that is being soft and tender. Now, that doesn't mean you're weak, but what it means is that you are allowing yourself to be led to take the steps that your soul is guiding you to take that might make you a little shaky and a little uncomfortable. And, one thing I've said before is if you are not uncomfortable, then you're probably not following your soul's guidance, because your soul, it doesn't want to bring you pain or bring you fear. It wants to lead you to your greatest fulfillment, but it also understands that part of being your greatest self in this lifetime is not part of it. The most important part of that is being authentic, is being naked, so to speak, without those protective masks that we can wear in front of others. So when I am working with my clients and my students, often the marker that they're exactly on the right path is that they're feeling a little tender and a little shaky. And yes, they're excited as well, but there's that feeling of discomfort as they're being pushed to grow and evolve. And I want to be clear that I'm not suggesting your soul's going to guide you to do something reckless or risky. But it is going to be something that probably will push your buttons or trigger some parts of you. And for example, doing these Facebook Lives, I was receiving guidance about this for a few months, and I kept putting it off for various reasons. Some were really legitimate reasons, but also because it made me feel really, I mean, part of me was excited about it, like, oh yeah, that'll be so much fun, because I love watching Facebook Lives with some of my favorite authors and teachers. But another part of me, hi Colleen, was that I was nervous because I was thinking Facebook Live, it made me feel nervous and shaky, and it made me feel vulnerable. Because it's one thing to record. I've recorded YouTube videos before, but I could always re-record them. If I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, I could re-record. I never edited them, but I could re-record or press pause. But here it's live, which I think is one of the really wonderful things about this. It's authentic and spontaneous, and I can't script this. It's like, okay, what is my soul guiding me to share here, and who's going to show up? But it's also, it brought up a lot of vulnerability and feelings of tenderness. So that is how I knew, because I've been doing this long enough, that I was absolutely supposed to take this step. And I don't mean I'm going to do them forever. It might just be for the summer, but there's something my soul must know that I am learning from this experience. And same thing with my clients. It's always, okay, what is the step that is making them feel tender and shaky, whether it's starting to charge for sessions, for example, when they've been offering them all for free if they're doing Reiki or some other type of healing, or whether it's taking the show on the road, if they're leading workshops and they become very comfortable in a certain space, but their soul is saying, okay, it's time to step out of your comfort zone. Or perhaps their soul is guiding them to totally transition careers, or those are big steps. But mostly what I'm talking about right now is just the little steps that your soul guides you to take. It might be, I remember talking to a client once, and she was so kind of like really stuck and had all these big ideas of things she wanted to do. But when she kept checking inside, the little step that her soul kept guiding her to do was to go to a yoga class, which seemed so simple. But she had not been to yoga for almost a year. She had been someone who'd gone to regular yoga classes for a long time, and then because of injuries and illness, she had stopped. So it had been about a year. And every week she was like, okay, I'm going to go to a yoga class this week, and she just never would because it brought up so many insecurities. She was afraid of going back when she had been gone for a year. So, but every time we checked in, that was the soul guidance, go to a yoga class. That's a simple little step, and yet made her feel vulnerable and tender. And that's exactly the step she was supposed to take. And as soon as she took that step, other doors opened. So today's teaching for you really is to reframe that word, that quality of vulnerability, not as weakness, not as something that's going to make you be harmed, but as tenderness and softness, because you are releasing some form of control so that your soul can lead the way. And this is what this journey is about. So in today's inner journey, inner meditation, that's what I'm going to guide you to do, is to connect with your soul's guidance and receive guidance about where it's pushing you to stretch, to perhaps be a little uncomfortable and a little tender and vulnerable, knowing that you are fully protected and safe by your soul and your spiritual teachers and guides, which I think will be the next teaching for next week. So, all right. So wherever you are at, whether you are here live or you're listening to the recording at a later time, get comfortable and just start to take some nice cleansing breaths. Just being aware of your breath. You don't need to do anything fancy with it. Just like inhaling and exhaling. And noticing the earth underneath you. So whether you're sitting in a chair like I am, or you're sitting on your bed or on the floor, or perhaps you're standing, but just connect with the earth underneath you. And visualize just beautiful roots of light that are going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the earth. And then just set the intention. If there's any tension in your body, if you're feeling any stress, or perhaps you're carrying other people's stuff, just set the intention of dropping it, just like letting it go. It's okay if you feel you don't know how, just your intention is powerful enough, just your willingness. So in your heart, just say, okay, I let it go. I'm releasing it into the earth, knowing that the earth will compost and recycle. And then breathing in beautiful energy from the earth, strength and abundance and support, feeling so held and present. So now we're going to close our eyes, and before you do that, I invite you to bring your hands, the palms of your hands, right over your heart center. So right at the center of your chest here. Your heart is the entryway to your soul, not your intellect, your wise heart, right? So now closing your eyes, taking some nice cleansing breaths, breathing into your heart. Remembering that your soul always communicates with you. Your soul is always with you. It is eager to speak to you. It is eager to offer you guidance and healing energy. And your only job right now, so to speak, is to receive. So set that intention first of all. Just set the intention that you are willing to receive from your soul. So you can just say, I'm willing to receive. I'm open. And then visualize your soul in your heart. You can visualize your soul as a beautiful light, as a flower, as a flame, or any other way that shows up for you. Or you can visualize your soul outside of you. Maybe it looks just like you, just more radiant, more filled with light as it stands in front of you or next to you, or maybe even behind you. And feel your soul's love. Use your imagination. Imagine you're receiving your soul's beautiful light, like you are a flower and your soul is the sun, and you are just taking that light in. And it's absolutely okay if you don't actually feel anything in this moment. Trust that you are being infused by your soul's love and light. And now, letting your soul know that you are going to ask it a few questions. And your only job right now is to ask the questions and be open. Release any pressure to receive the answers in this moment. You're just asking the questions. And you're trusting that the answers will come either in this moment or at a later time. Your soul knows exactly when you will be receptive enough to notice the answers. So the first question, beautiful soul. As far as my career, my life's work, my life's purpose, where are you guiding me to release control? Beautiful soul, let's ask that question again. In regards to my career, my life's purpose, my life's work, where are you guiding me to let go of control so that you can be in charge? And again, beautiful soul, in regards to my career, my life's work, where are you guiding me to let go of control so that you can lead the way. Question number 2. Beautiful soul, show me one step I can take today or tomorrow that will bring me a great leap forward. Remembering it might be a very little, simple step. Your logical mind might question it, but your soul knows. So asking this question again. Beautiful soul, show me one step, one simple step that I can take today or tomorrow that will create a great leap forward. And one last time. Beautiful soul, show me one step that I can take today or tomorrow that will create great momentum for me. And question number 3. Beautiful soul, where are you guiding me to be more tender? And where in my career or life's work are you guiding me to be more tender, more open, more authentic? And again, where in my career or my life's work are you guiding me to be more open, more tender, more authentic? And finally, we end with the question, anything else? Beautiful soul, is there anything else you want me to know about my career and life's work? It can come as a word, a feeling, an image, or it might not come right now at all, but just ask, is there anything else you want me to know about my career, my life's work, my life's purpose? Taking some nice inhales and exhales. Thank your beautiful soul. Remembering your soul is always with you, and if you did not receive the answers now, they will come at exactly the right time. So we bring our hands to prayer pose and we open our eyes and bow to each other. We close the meditation with a namaste. And I want to say hi to a few people, Julio and Robin. Thank you for being here. So a couple of things. One is I'm going to burn some sage as I do each time. And like I said, we're just closing the circle. So even though we're not in the same physical space, we created such a beautiful space. So we're closing it. So imagine I'm just saging you right now. And this is like lavender sage, so it smells so good. And I was also guided to have the life purpose deck here, so I'm going to shuffle and pull a card. Namaste, Robin. And this, your soul is very wise, the universe is very wise, and they multitask. So this card's message is going to be for all of you. And they're all positive, so no worries. So let's see, what message do you want to give all these lovely people that are watching now or will watch the recording? Wow. Justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Look at that. So this card is all about your tribe is waiting for you. Like I'm sure all of you watching are already doing so many wonderful things. But this card comes when your soul is saying, it's time to take it to the next level. There are people out there waiting, people, children, animals, plants, whatever your career is, waiting for what you can bring. So go for it, waiting for the light. I didn't say at the beginning of the recording, if you want to read more about what I do, go to my website, lisaespinosa.net. That's LISAESPINOSA.net. And If you are interested in setting up a private session with me, if you're like, I need some help with evolving my career, go to the Start Here tab and it'll share how you can schedule a private breakthrough session with me. It is free for applicants who qualify. So I want to share that. And I'm almost done. I was trying to print a color image of this and my printer got stuck. So this is a black and white. But I've been mentioning this. On July 15th at Beverly Yoga Center, I will be leading a Reiki for relaxation workshop, 2 hours. Whether you know Reiki or not, if you don't know Reiki, hey George, this is a wonderful time to learn it. Reiki is so healing and relaxing, and this is all about stress relief and relaxation. And if you do know Reiki, this still come. You'll receive another attunement, and it'll be, I think with Reiki, you just always are continuing to open and evolve. So it'll be like a boost, especially if you're feeling like you need that. So thank you, Robin, and thank you everyone who was here, and it was such a joy. And just remember, nobody else has your soul's medicine. Nobody else has your light. Everybody comes here with a specific purpose. So I just feel so blessed to share this space with you, and just keep saying yes to your soul, because the world needs you. Bye everyone, thank you. And remember, I'll be here next Monday at 10. Hi Adriana, hi. It's great, some of my former middle school students are here watching. Yes, I remember you. All right, bye everyone, see ya. Thank you.